পৃষ্ঠা ১৪৭ Fill in the blanks type. Choose the correct alternative to fill in the gaps. Choose the correct alternative to fill in the gaps. Question 1. Ulysses was the king of dash. Answer. Ulysses was the king of Ithaca. Question 2. Ulysses reflects on his past adventures and dissatisfaction with his idol dash. Answer. Ulysses reflects on his past adventures and dissatisfaction with his idle life. 3. Ulysses is also known as dash in Greek mythology. Answer. Ulysses is also known as Odysseus in Greek mythology. 4. Ulysses is famous for his intelligence and dash. Answer. Ulysses is famous for his intelligence and courage. 5. Ulysses is known for his unending quest for dash. Answer. Ulysses is known for his unending quest for adventure. 6. Ulysses' homeland, Ithaca, is described as dash, a barren island. Question 7. It little profits that an idle king sits by a dash hearth. Answer. It little profits that an idle king sits by a still hearth. 8. Ulysses is matched with an dash wife, aged wife. 9. Ulysses doles out unequal laws to a savage race that dash and know not him. Answer. Hoard and sleep and feed. Ulysses doles out unequal laws to a savage race that hoard and sleep and feed and know not him. Question 10. Ulysses wishes to drink life to the dash. Ulysses wishes to drink life to the lees. 11. Ulysses recalls suffering greatly, both with those that loved him and dash. Ulysses recalls suffering greatly both with those that loved him and alone, on shore. 12. Through scudding drifts, the rainy Hyades vexed the dash sea. Answer. Through scudding drifts, the rainy Hyades vexed the dim sea. 13. Ulysses has become a dash for always roaming with a hungry heart. Answer. Ulysses has become a name for always roaming with a hungry heart. 14. Always roaming with a hungry heart, Ulysses has seen and known dash. Answer. Always roaming with a hungry heart, Ulysses has seen and known cities of men, manners, climates, councils, and governments. 15. Ulysses drunk delight of battle with his peers far on the plains of dash. Answer. Ulysses drunk delight of battle with his peers far on the plains of windy Troy. 16. The ringing plains of Troy are described as dash. Answer. The ringing plains of Troy are described as windy. 17. The windy plains of Troy emphasize Ulysses' memories of dash. Answer. The windy plains of Troy emphasize Ulysses' memories of his battles and triumphs. 18. Ulysses views all experience as an arch that gleams with dash. Answer. Ulysses views all experience as an arch that gleams with The untravelled world. 19. The untravelled world appears as a margin that dash. Answer. The untravelled world appears as a margin that fades forever and forever. 20. Ulysses finds it dull to pause and dash. Answer. Ulysses finds it dull to pause and make an end. 21. Ulysses compares life that is not used to dash. Answer. Ulysses compares life that is not used to rust unburnished. 22. Life piled on life feels to Ulysses like something dash. Answer. Life piled on life feels to Ulysses like something too little to fulfill. 23. Ulysses considers every hour saved from eternal silence as dash. Answer. Ulysses considers every hour saved from eternal silence as a bringer of new things. 24. Ulysses believes it would be vile to store and hoard himself for dash. Answer. Ulysses believes it would be vile to store and hoard himself for some 3 sons. 25. Ulysses yearns to follow knowledge like dash. Answer. Ulysses yearns to follow knowledge like a sinking star. 26. The utmost bound of human thought symbolizes dash. Answer. The utmost bound of human thought symbolizes a fading margin. 27. This is my son, mine own Telemachus, to whom Ulysses leaves the scepter and the dash. Answer. This is my son. Question 27. This is my son, mine own Telemachus, to whom Ulysses leaves the scepter and the isle. পৃষ্ঠা 148. Question 28. Telemachus is well loved of Ulysses, discerning to fulfill this labor by dash prudence. Answer. Telemachus is well loved of Ulysses, discerning to fulfill this labor by slow prudence. 29. Telemachus aims to make mild a dash people. Answer. Telemachus aims to make mild a rugged people. 30. Telemachus works through soft degrees to dash them to the useful and the good. Answer. Telemachus works through soft degrees to subdue them to the useful and the good. 31. Most blameless is Telemachus, centered in the sphere of dash duties. Centered in the sphere of common duties. 32. Telemachus is decent not to fail in offices of dash tenderness. Telemachus is decent not to fail in offices of tenderness. 33. Telemachus is to pay adoration to dash when Ulysses is gone. Answer. Telemachus is to pay adoration to household gods when Ulysses is gone. 34. There lies the port, the vessel puffs her dash. Answer. There lies the port, the vessel puffs her sail. 35. There gloom the dark, broad dash. Answer. There gloom the dark, broad seas. 36. The mariners ever took the thunder and the answer. The mariners ever took the thunder and the sunshine. 37. Death closes all, but something ere the end, some work of noble dash may yet be done. Answer. Death closes all, but something ere the end, some work of noble note may yet be done. 38. The work may not be unbecoming men that dash with gods. Answer. The work may not be unbecoming men that strove with gods. 39. The lights begin to twinkle from the dash. The answer. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. 40. Ulysses says, quote, "Tea is not too late to seek a dash world." Answer. Ulysses says, quote, "Tea is not too late to seek a newer world." Unquote. 41. Ulysses' purpose holds to sail beyond the dash and the baths of all the western stars until he die. Answer. Ulysses' purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset and the baths of all the western stars until he die. 42. It may be we shall touch the dash isles. Answer. It may be we shall touch the happy isles. 43. Ulysses hopes to see the great dash whom we know. Ulysses hopes to see the great Achilles. Ulysses hopes to see the great Achilles whom we know. 44. Ulysses speaks of one equal temper of dash hearts. Answer. Ulysses speaks of one equal temper of heroic hearts. 45. Ulysses vows to strive, to seek, to find, and not to dash. Answer. Ulysses vows to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. True false type. Choose the correct answer from the given options. 1. Question 1. Answer. Ulysses has experienced both joy and suffering in his life. আবার পড়ছি। Question 1. A. Ulysses is idle and rests at home with his aged wife. B. Ulysses feels tired and stops his travels. C. Ulysses enjoys peace and stability in his kingdom. D. Ulysses has experienced both joy and suffering in his life. Answer is D. Ulysses has experienced both joy and suffering in his life. 2. A. Ulysses has known only a few cities of men. B. Ulysses has only seen the shores of his homeland. C. Ulysses has encountered a variety of climates, councils, and governments. D. Ulysses is unknown and without honor among his peers. Answer. C. Ulysses has encountered a variety of climates, councils, and governments. 3a. Ulysses has fought in battles with his peers in windy Troy. B. Ulysses never experienced battle and lived a peaceful life. C. Ulysses's experiences are limited to peaceful ventures. D. Ulysses recalls his battles with sadness and regret. Answer. Ulysses has fought in battles with his peers in windy Troy. 4a. Ulysses believes that experience is a journey leading to an untraveled world. B. Ulysses thinks that life is only about breathing and existing. C. Ulysses feels that life piled on life is more than enough. D. Ulysses wants to pause and rest in his journey. Answer A. Ulysses believes that experience is a journey leading to an untraveled world. 5. A. Ulysses values the pursuit of knowledge and seeks to go beyond human limits. B. Ulysses believes that hoarding one's life is a noble action. C. Ulysses finds fulfillment in staying idle and preserving himself. D. Ulysses thinks life is meaningless after some time. Answer is A. Ulysses values the pursuit of knowledge and seeks to go beyond human limits. 6. A. Ulysses compares life to an endless cycle that fades as he takes rest. B. Ulysses desires to seize movement and remain stagnant in his existence. C. Ulysses believes life is about shining in use and being productive. D. Ulysses finds satisfaction in hoarding himself and staying away from new things. Answer C. Ulysses believes life is about shining in use and being productive. 7a. Telemachus is described as someone who will act impulsively and without careful thought. B. Telemachus is entrusted with the scepter and isle and is expected to rule with prudence and wisdom. C. Telemachus is described as a ruler who will ignore his duties and fail to honor the household goods. D. Ulysses does not believe Telemachus is capable of fulfilling the labor assigned to him. The answer is B. Telemachus is entrusted with the scepter and isle and is expected to rule with prudence and wisdom. পৃষ্ঠা 149. Question 8. A. Ulysses never entrusts Telemachus with the responsibility to rule wisely and guide the people. B. Telemachus is described as someone who will fail in leadership. C. Ulysses praises Telemachus for his responsibility and devotion to duty. D. Ulysses plans to continue ruling the isle with Telemachus until his death. Answer. Ulysses praises. Answer C. Ulysses praises Telemachus for his responsibility and devotion to duty. Question 9. A. Ulysses and his mariners are free from the hardships of age. B. Ulysses believes that there is still time for noble work before death. C. Ulysses feels that age has rendered him and his mariners useless. D. Ulysses thinks that death is the end of all achievements and efforts. Answer B. Ulysses believes that there is still time for noble work before death. Question 10. A. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks as the day begins. B. Ulysses urges his friends to stay on shore and enjoy the twilight. C. Ulysses is determined to sail beyond the sunset and explore the unknown. D. The vast sea is silent and calm as the right approaches. Answer. Ulysses is determined to sail beyond the sunset and explore the unknown. 11. A. Ulysses expresses hope of reaching the Happy Isles. B. Ulysses believes that Achilles is still alive. C. Ulysses laments the complete loss of strength and will. D. Ulysses emphasizes the futility of striving in old age. Answer. A. Ulysses expresses hope of reaching the happy isles. 12. A. Ulysses does not acknowledge that time and fate have weakened him and his mariners. B. Ulysses sees no value in striving or seeking in old age. C. Ulysses regrets striving with heroic hearts in his past. D. Ulysses values strength of will over physical strength. Answer D. Ulysses values strength of will over physical strength. Question 13. A. The happy isles symbolize eternal rest and reunion with great figures of the past. B. Ulysses doubts that he and his mariners can strive for anything noble. C. The phrase, quote, one equal temper of heroic hearts, unquote, refers to Ulysses's disdain for his companions. D. Ulysses rejects the idea of continuing to seek and find in life. Answer. The happy isles symbolize eternal rest and reunion with great figures of the past. 14. A. Ulysses believes life should be paused and enjoyed peacefully as one grows older. B. Ulysses believes life is about continual growth, exploration, and striving even in old age. C. Ulysses believes old age means one must retire from action and accept death quietly. D. Ulysses believes one should regret past actions and avoid facing future challenges. Answer. B. Ulysses believes life is about continual growth, exploration, and striving, even in old age. Rearrangement of sentences type. Choose the correct option on the basis of the sequence. Answer. 1. The idol of a king holds no value for Ulysses. 2. Ruling Ithaca and living with his aged wife in barren crags brings no fulfillment to Ulysses. He cannot rest from travel and yearns for a life of adventure. He longs to seek a newer world beyond the shores of his kingdom. আবার পড়ছি। Rearrangement of sentences type. Choose the correct option on the basis of the sequence. Answer. 1. A. The idle life of a king holds no value for Ulysses. B. Ruling Ithaca and living with his aged wife in barren crags brings no fulfillment to Ulysses. 3. He cannot rest from travel and yearns for a life of adventure. 4. He longs to seek a newer world beyond the shores of his kingdom. Question 2. Answer. A. Among barren crags, Ulysses, the idle king, doles unequal laws to a savage race. B. He cannot rest from travel, he will drink life to the lees. C. He has enjoyed and suffered greatly with those who loved him and alone. 4. A, B, C, D. D পড়ছি। Ulysses has become a name for always roaming with a hungry heart. Question 3. Answer. A. Ulysses the king resides by the still hearth matched with his aged wife. B. At all times, Ulysses had greatly enjoyed and suffered, both with peers and alone. C. Even the rainy Hyades vexed the dim sea, challenging Ulysses' resolve on his journey. D. Ulysses has seen and known much cities of men, manners, climates, councils, and governments. Sequence analysis. First, Ulysses is living quietly. Then he reflects on his many challenges. Afterward, his journey through the stormy seas is mentioned. Lastly, it leads to a broader overview of his adventures. Question 4. Answer. A. I am become a name for always roaming with a hungry heart. B. Much have I seen and known, cities of men, manners, climates, councils, and governments. C. And all experience is an arch through which gleams that untravelled world whose margin fades forever and forever when I move. D. I have drunk delight of battle with my peers, far on the ringing plains of windy Troy. পৃষ্ঠা 150। Question 5. A. Ulysses has always been roaming with a hungry heart. B. Much has he seen and known, cities of men, manners, climates, councils, and governments. D. He has drunk delight of battle with his peers, far on the ringing plains of windy Troy. D. Ulysses is a part of all that he has met. Question 6. Answer. A. How dull it is to pause, to rust unburnished, not to shine in use. B. All experience is an arch through which gleams that untravelled world, whose margin fades forever when I move. C. Life piled on life is too little and little remains to me. D. It would be vile to hoard myself for 3 sons, while this grey spirit yearns to follow knowledge like a sinking star. Question 7. Answer. A. This is my son Telemachus, to whom I leave the sceptre and isle. B. He is blameless, centered in common duties, and adores my household gods. D. C. He will make the rugged people mild and lead them to the good. D. He works his work, I mine. Question 8. Answer. A. Ulysses' vessel puffs her sail and the dark seas loom ahead. B. His fellow mariners who have toiled, wrought, and thought with me are with me. C. They have grown old, yet old age brings both honor and toil. D. Death closes all, but Ulysses believes there is still time to accomplish something noble before the end. Nine. Answer. A. Ulysses and his loyal mariners are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven. B. That which they are, one equal temper of heroic hearts. 3. They are made weak by time and fate, but they are strong in will. D. They strive, seek, find, and do not yield. Question 10. A. The long day is drawing to a close as the moon rises. B. The deep is filled with many voices that seem to moan all around. C. Ulysses urges his friends to set out on a new journey. D. Ulysses believes that there is still time to explore a newer world. Question 11. Answer. A. Ulysses expresses his purpose to sail beyond the sunset no matter what happens. B. He considers the possibility that the gulfs will wash them down. C. Ulysses hopes that they may reach the Happy Isles and meet the great Achilles. D. He believes that much may still be gained even as they face danger. Question 12. Answer. He expresses hope. A. He expresses hope for one final great adventure, sailing into the unknown until death. B. Ulysses contemplates the loss of youthful strength that once moved earth and heaven. 3. C হবে. He describes their heroic hearts which remain steadfast and strong in will. D. He resolved to continue striving despite the passage of time and diminishing physical power.